Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome. Today we are going to start Unit 4. This is the last unit for your stream. First of all, let's look at the map on the table. Well, this is the map of northern Algeria. On the map we can see three cities: Algiers, Boumediene, and Thania. Let's focus on one of these cities, the city of Boumediene. Do you know what happened in Boumediene on May the 21st, 2003? All Algerians remember that day. It remains in our memories forever. So what happened on that day? The city of Boumediene was hit by a violent earthquake. The city of Boumediene and its suburbs were hit by a devastating 6.7 degrees earthquake on that day. This earthquake demolished all buildings. It destroyed roads and all the infrastructures in the region. It caused thousands of victims and huge damage. People found themselves in the street without shelter. Their homes were down. Their belongings were under the rubble. So they had nowhere to go. They were without shelter. Let's go back 2 years before. What happened in 2001 in Bab el-Oued? Do you know what happened on Bab el-Oued on the 10th of November 2001? This is another black day in the history of Algeria. This popular district of Algiers was devastated by a great flood. The streets of Bab el-Oued were like rivers. The cars were carried by waters and thrown into the sea. Buildings were destroyed, and thousands of victims were killed or injured on that day. In addition to earthquakes and floods, there are other natural disasters. We have a tsunami, like the one that happened in Southeastern Asia in 2004, killing and injuring hundreds of thousands of people. There is the volcano eruption, another devastating natural disaster which happened in different regions of the world, causing great damage. Who intervenes to save and help victims in such natural disasters, such as an earthquake or flood? The first people to intervene are firefighters, of course. They intervene to help and rescue the victims and to give them moral support because they are under shock. We have the Red Crescent and we have the Red Cross. The people of the Red Crescent and the Red Cross, they provide help for victims in different situations, either in earthquakes, in floods, or in other disasters. So, what about you? Would you just stand by and watch, or would you engage to help victims? Some people prefer to volunteer in the field to rescue and to help the victims, to give them moral support. Some others prefer to donate money, to donate food, to donate blood to save life. In the hard times of disasters, we need solidarity, we need unity, and we need charity. We need to donate in order to help the victims because they are in need. In hard times, we feel that we cannot live alone. A man cannot be alone. He needs others. Let's see the quote of Don John. No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent. It means that we cannot live in isolation. We need each other, and we can see and feel that need in times of disasters. Our union gives us strength and help us to overcome the hard moments. This unit, Unit 4, is given this title, No Man is an Island. No man is an island. The topic of our unit is about disasters, safety, and solidarity. We are going to start today, Sequence 1, Discovery Language. We have a reading text, which title is How Charitable Are Our Youth? It is on page number 120 of your book. From the title, we guess that it talks about young people, and it talks about charity. So, before we read the text, let's see these two symbols. Look at these two symbols here. Look at them and answer the questions. We have some questions, 4 or 5 questions. Question A, what does each symbol represent? Question B, what do they have in common? Question C, do the people working for them get paid or not? Why or why not? D, in what emergency situations do they intervene? E, which of the following duties do they fulfill? We have 1, fundraising, 2, cleaning affected areas after disasters, 3, collecting food aids, 4, helping with medical care, 5, preventing man-made disasters, and 6, providing assistance in emergency situations. What does each symbol represent? So, the first one, the symbol to the left, is the red crescent, which represents the Muslim communities. The symbol to the right is the red cross. It represents the Christian communities. What do they have in common? They are both charity organizations. Do the people working for them get paid or not? No, they don't get paid. Why or why not? People working for these organizations, they don't get paid because they are volunteers. That means they work for no pay. In what emergency situations do they intervene? They intervene to provide help and relief in times of wars and natural disasters. That means these two organizations, they intervene when people are in need, in hard times of war and natural disasters. Which of the following duties do they fulfill? Do they fulfill all of them or some of them? Let's see. The Red Crescent and the Red Cross fulfill the following duties. 1. Fundraising. 2. Collecting food aids. 3. Helping with medical care. 4. Providing assistance in emergency situations. They don't fulfill cleaning affected areas after disasters. This is not one of their duties. Now, let's read the text and do the first activity. First, have you ever experienced a natural or man-made disaster? 2. Have you ever volunteered to help other people during emergency situations? 3. Do you think today's teenagers are charitable and thoughtful of others? Read the text below and check your answers. And here is the text. How charitable are our youth? You took enough time to read. Now it's time to check the answers to our questions. Question 1. Have you ever experienced a natural or man-made disaster? Let's go to paragraph 2. Youth 2010 asked the teenagers if they had ever experienced in emergency situations. Interestingly, 40 of them said that they had experienced a natural or man-made disaster. Question 2. Have you ever volunteered to help other people during emergency situations? The answer is here. When the reporter asked them whether they had contributed anything to help during emergency situations, 20 of them answered that they had donated either money or blood. Question 3. Do you think today's teenagers are charitable and thoughtful about others? The data gathered by Youth 2010 suggests that our youth are more thoughtful and charitable than some parents think. Now it's time to go to activity number 2. Read the text again and answer the following questions. Question A. What is the report about? Question B. What is the name of the magazine that carried out the survey? Question C. In which paragraph does the author speak about the findings or results, and in which one does he give the interpretations? Question D. Why does the reporter use interestingly in the second paragraph? Question E. Does the reporter confirm the older generation's worry about society or not? Why? Read the text again now and answer the questions. I hope that you took enough time to read the text. Now it's time to answer the questions. Question 1. What is the report about? The report is about youth charity. That means it's about young people and charity. Question B. What is the name of the magazine that carried out the survey? It is the magazine Youth 2010 that carried out the survey. Question C. In which paragraph does the author speak about the findings or results, and in which one does he give the interpretations? The author speaks about the findings in paragraph 2 and gives the interpretations in paragraph 3. Question D. Why does the reporter use interestingly in the second paragraph? The reporter uses the word interestingly in the second paragraph to express his surprise at the unexpected results. Question D. Does the report confirm the older generation's worry about society or not? Why? The report disconfirms the older generation's worry about our society because it shows that our youth are more thoughtful and charitable, and because they know that their contribution can be helpful in risky times. That's all for today. Let's see you in the next lesson.
شكرا على المشاهدة. لا تنسوا الاشتراك في القناة، الضغط على الجرس، الإعجاب بالفيديو.